16,000 personas llenaron el Atlantic City Convention Center para ver a una leyenda en acción. Julio César Chávez, invicto, imparable, y con más de 70 victorias en su récord, defendía su título ante un retador desconocido por muchos, el surcoreano Kyung Duk Ahn, un boxeador técnico, disciplinado y decidido a sorprender al mundo. ¿Qué pasó cuando el campeón mexicano enfrentó a un rival con hambre, nervios y todo por ganar en su debut mundialista? Hoy revivimos una noche intensa, llena de presión, técnica y momentos que definieron la grandeza de Chávez.
Chávez is known to be a slow starter who builds momentum from the second and third rounds onward. He likes to start out by finding opportunities to go to the body, particularly with the vicious left hook. Maybe the best left hook to the body in boxing. That was a straight left on the rib cage. First effective punch from Ahn.
At the moment, Ahn appears to be a little cuter than we're used to seeing in the many Korean challengers who have come to America.
Those jabs are being blocked by Chávez, who has both gloves up in front of his face. And there's the first left hook to the body. It might have been a little low. Ahn tries a left hook to the body.
Nice combination, 4-punch combination, one of them landed. Boxing is so popular in Korea that ultimately we should find a real world-class champion in one of the bigger divisions from there. You may recall that many Korean boxers did well at the '88 Olympics in Seoul. Although, of course, many of us will just remember the one Korean boxer who sat down in the ring for about an hour after the fight.
There's another outstanding combination from Kyung Duk Ahn, Larry. 4 punches, the last 2 of which connected solidly. He seems to be warming up a little bit. Chávez has his eyes fixed on a spot below Ahn's Adam's apple, as he continues to look for opportunities to the body. And as we go to the corners between rounds, interpreters in both corners. Ruben Castillo, former two-time world champion, will bring us the information from Chávez's corner, and Ron Lee, who has helped us in the past with Korean fighters, will do so in Ahn's corner.
The spit bucket, bring the spit bucket up. Come on, hey, get the spit bucket. Okay,
Throw your jab more, move. Moving back and forth. Throw your jab, your left hook to the body, and throw that combination.
Come on, keep your mind straight. Keep your mind straight. You did it right. You did it right. Watch out. Watch out for his right jabs.
The uninitiated viewer might be a little startled to see that Ahn was credited by PunchStat with landing only 7 blows in round 1, but as we mentioned, many of his punches were blocked by Chávez on the gloves.
A straight right hand, the punch that finished Meldrick Taylor.
Certainly not thrown with the violent intent that it was thrown with when Taylor went down. That did not appear to be the kind of punch that would put a championship class fighter on his back.
Unless it was a harder punch than he's ever been hit before. He told us he had never been down before.
He's about to go down again. Chavez landing with lefts and rights. And Ahn searches out a place to fall down. Now he looks to his corner for guidance.
6, 7, 8.
I think he was cowering on the ropes there after a body shot hurt him, Jim.
Remember, there is no 3 knockdown rule in effect. So it's conceivable that Ahn could go down again and continue fighting.
And Chavez looks like he wants to get this over with quickly.
Ahn is willing to try to keep Chavez busy. This could be a long minute for Kyung Duk Ahn. Good right hand by Ahn and another one. Both landing flush on Chavez's face.
This is a very game kid.
Well, he's going to find out that Chavez has one of the great chins in the business.
He's not backing off, trying to defend himself with offense.
Landed another right hand at long range, and there's a left, and another left. Chavez digs a hook to the body, and that stops Ahn for just a moment. All in all, a pretty courageous show by Kyung Duk Ahn, who has been down twice in the round, but has rallied. Another left hook to the body, and Chavez gets in a right hand in the closing seconds of round number 2.
Come on, get close to him. Get really close to him. You got to keep moving.
Okay, let's take a look at this now. First, that straight right hand, which I think stunned more than hurt Ahn. There you see it again.
Well, he landed it right on the point of the chin. And here's knockdown number 2. And you're going to see Ahn searching out some canvas.
And smartly. He bought some time. You know, Chavez is absolutely obsessed with getting a rematch with Meldrick Taylor, and he kidded with us yesterday that he was going to make this a long fight and maybe not look so great to entice Taylor into a rematch quickly. But I don't think that he's looking to make this a long one, and the kid is not cooperating with him.
And while we were listening to the action in Ahn's corner between rounds, in Chavez's corner, he was being told to move side to side, not stray right in front of Ahn, because Ahn could still be dangerous. Now Ahn crouches back toward the floor again, and Chavez is momentarily confused. Might have been looking for Tony Perez to stop it. In the opening 20 seconds of this round, they traded blows in the center of the ring, with Ahn giving just as good as he was getting. Both hooks to the body, slightly low, but Tony Perez is in a position where he couldn't see exactly where they landed.
All 3 of those punches were a little below the border. But Perez, as you said, was on the opposite side of Chavez and didn't see that. And Ahn isn't complaining anyway. What good would it do him?
There's another low left hook to the body. More than halfway through round 3, and Ahn is beginning to slow down. He's not fighting back now quite as vigorously as was the case in the final minute of round 2. And you have to believe that the body punches are taking their toll.
Down he goes. And half the crowd has gotten excited over some kind of ruckus that's happening behind us. Jim, that's what you were hearing before that knockdown. Ahn cannot go on, and he retires. Or as we say in America, he quits.
Nobility and courage took Kyung Duk Ahn only so far. Probably a lot of people in the arena expected that to happen somewhere in the middle of round 2. It finally takes place at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 3. So Julio César Chávez has the 71st win of his career, his easiest win ever here on HBO, in about more typical of the kinds of fights he gets when he goes down to Mexico to entertain his fans there than of those we've seen here in the United States. Let's take a look back now at the action from round 3, which led to Ahn's retirement, prompted by the third knockdown of the bout. The trademark left hook to the body, a combination, and Ahn was down in his own corner. And though we could not hear it from here, since he went down in his own corner, it's entirely possible that his handlers, through the ropes, suggested that this would be enough. He was able to get up well before the count of 10. There it is, digging the hook to the body, and you can see Ahn putting his right arm down to try to protect himself there, making it easy for Chavez to land the 1-2 combination that finished things off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the third round. Referee Tony Perez stops this contest. The winner by TKO, still undefeated, still champion, Julio César Chávez.